What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video I'll be saying what I think about 2025 in summary of the Elder Scrolls Online and where it's going to be going in 2026, and just my personal opinion and review of the year. Also a special shout out to my members as well, guys, but let's get straight into it. So first things first, guys, if we cast our mind all the way back to the beginning of 2025, they announced the solstice. It was going to be a content pass, so it was going to do a bit of a change up. It wasn't going to be chapters anymore. It was something different and something fresh, and it had some players hyped. It did gain a little bit of traction, but unfortunately this did fall massively short. They did say there was going to be less content overall, and they were definitely correct there. But to be honest, I don't know why, and I'm still not 100% sure why they did actually call it a content pass and why it was vastly different from a chapter, because to be honest, to me it just seemed exactly the same as a typical chapter, just a tad smaller. So really that was very underwhelming. It's just the same thing in my opinion as a chapter with just less content added in. You've still got the trials, you've still got the world bosses, you've still got a new zone, just missing a system essentially. So really I think the chapter or content pass or whatever you call it really was very underwhelming. But like I said, they did say that there was going to be less content, so we can't be 100% angry with them. But to be honest, I don't think it's worked very well. And moving forwards, are we going to be going back to chapters, or is the content pass going to stay next year? That remains to be seen. And if we move on to the next big thing, which of course is the subclassing, was this a total disaster or not? In my opinion, I think the subclassing is still fairly decent. It's obviously made things completely different, changed the game for a lot of players, made things harder for newer players. I wouldn't say it's made it easier, as it's just added more and more grinding in, which I think has pushed away a lot of newer players, and obviously where some players are just incredibly overpowered, even more than before, where you can just min-max everything to your heart's content. I don't really think this has helped newer players and more casual players, as the PvP scene has definitely become a lot more difficult and less players, so you're only sort of faced with a lot of players that are hardcore veterans, so it's not very appealing to new players. So I think the subclassing could have worked a lot better if it was thought out. I think this was rushed and just dropped, and there hasn't been really any changes or adjustments or any balance, to be honest, and it's just been left, and I really don't think that was the way they should have done it. But saying that, I do think the subclassing is good, it's fun, just don't think it was implemented correctly. Delivering something that is such a huge, massive beast and has completely changed the game with very little balancing, I just think it was a completely wrong move. It should have been just more carefully added and also more accessible for newer players, as it really leaned into veteran players that already had all the classes, had everything grinded, had everything ready to go, and just stepping into PvP, it's just going to be an absolute butcher. So yeah, I mean, the subclassing, like I said, moving forwards, I really thought there was going to be some really crazy balances and some really aggressive adjustments, and there just simply hasn't been any of this year, unless of course there is going to be some next year. They've definitely left it quite late if they are going to make changes, because it's been out nearly 5 or 6 months now, guys, and to be honest they haven't really changed much. All the damage is overpowered, all the healers are overpowered, all the typical meta builds are overpowered. It's just absolutely crazy, guys. But yeah, this footage actually, guys, is just one of my older builds, probably from a couple of years ago now, the good old BGs. But yeah, we're also going to get into, guys, the new mythics they've introduced, and are they pay to win? And to be honest, you know, with the Monomyth Reforged Major Force, it is a bit of a pay to win, to be honest, guys. So if you don't have the DLCs, are you at a disadvantage, particularly in PvP? I would say you are at a disadvantage. That doesn't mean to say that you can't still be a good player with basic and standard stuff. There is some very good players that can still run pure classes and still run no mythics and still absolutely destroy everyone. So having these pay to win mythics is not going to instantly make you better, but it's definitely going to give you an advantage, particularly if you are struggling. So, but if you're a good player is still going to be able to work with things that are not min-maxed or meta. But there we go, guys. But yeah, the mythics, they are, in my opinion, that have come out very pay to win, and again, they've not really been adjusted. Obviously there is newer ones like the Huntsman that are a bit more niche, but the Monomyth, in my opinion, was very pay to win for the Major Force and the Major Protection on the back bar. So yeah, I mean, what is ZOS doing? I really don't know, to be honest. It just seems to be absolute chaos this year in what they've done. Very few balance changes, very few things that have been overall positive. I said there has been some positive stuff. Like I said, I do enjoy the subclassing, do enjoy a new zone. I just don't think any of it's been very implemented well. And the next thing we're going to touch on is obviously the world event, or the worldwide server event, which was the Arriving Wall. And was that a success or not? And again, poorly received, very repetitive. I was holding out hopes for the phase 3 was going to be quite good, and visually it's quite good. But other than that, I can't really say much more about it, to be honest, as I just don't overall enjoy it. I think the event suffered from just going on for far too long. I think the event should have only gone on for about a week or two maximum, and it's been pushing about a month now. And I think it just went on for far too long. There was a lot of bugs, there was a lot of issues. The drops were very poor. There was a lot of repetition, and again, not very well received. And it was meant to be a once in a lifetime ESO, really different event that was really going to change the game, and something we hadn't seen before. But to be honest, it was just running around, hitting diamonds, doing dailies, not really the stuff that I was looking forward to. And it did even make me purchase the Solstice season pass, or chapter, whatever you call it. I wasn't going to, but I thought because of the event coming up, it's going to be really, really good. Overall, I would say it was very subpar indeed, especially the way they were saying that it was going to be something really, really special. So there we go, guys. That is my opinion on the Arriving Wall event. To be honest, overall, a bit of a disappointment. It was okay, but just nothing special, and certainly nothing great. But now we're going to be talking about moving into 2026, the Elder Scrolls Online. What is in store for us? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Is the game finally going to be getting something that we really need, or is it just stuff that we might possibly just want through nostalgia? So again, the first thing first is we have the Skyrim 15-year anniversary. So I do believe they're going to tug on our heartstrings and probably give us some sort of Skyrim chapter, season pass DLC, potentially, to keep us happy, to keep us at bay from all the other issues with the game. That's definitely a big possibility there. On top of it, we're probably going to get the crossplay. It's definitely being worked on. Whether it's going to land next year or in 2027 remains to be seen, but they're definitely working on it. But that could be something we could see where all the servers are merged as one, or maybe just an NA mega server and a EU mega server. And another thing they're also working on is the veteran overland. So potentially we could get a Craglawn style overland zone, which I think could be really good, as the overland is pretty trash for high level players, as a lot of it is very, very easy and just an absolute cakewalk, particularly stuff like the delves and that. But there we go, guys. Yep, that's me just summing up 2025 and hopefully what we've got in store for 2026. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I appreciate you all watching. This is a quad kill here as well, by the way, guys. Just another old clip from the good old BGs. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I'll catch you all later.